Yo, what's going on, everybody? You know, I said this your boy. You already know what time it is. It's time for another edition, but this time it's gonna be a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Usually I come up here and I talk my stuff and I ask my little questions or whatever. But this time it's gonna be a little different because tonight is gonna be all about topics. We're gonna be talking about all different kinds of stuff. Feel free to chime in. Feel free to drop comments, whatever the case may be. And tonight's guest happens to be a personal friend of mine. He's mad cool, real dope. And with that being said, without any further ado, I'm gonna bring him on in the building. He goes by OfficialB9. So with that being said, let's get the show started. What's going on, everybody? King Smooth, what's good? ABE, what's good with it? Uh,
Yo,
Yo, what's good with it, my boy?
cooling on another day, bro. What's good with it?
Coolin', man. How was your day, man?
Been good. How about you?
Coolin', man. Hung out with my best friend and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Rode out for a little while, took care of some things, and finally made it back to some good ass connection. So now we can get this show started. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shouts out to everybody you know what I'm saying, chiming in already, tapping into the chat. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? So talk to us, bro. So like I said, let us know what the first thing I wonder, what's been going on in your world as of late? What you been having going on thus far?
You said what, bro?
I said, so let us know what's been going on in your world. What's been going on in Official Young Nine's world, if I'm saying that correctly.
Like, shit ain't make sense. You could repeat that shit. Like, like, you ask what?
Why don't you pick up?
You got lost just that quick.
No, bro. It didn't make sense in my head. That's why I was like, hold up, wait.
Okay, then
Yeah, yeah.
let me try to rephrase the question. And I'm trying so that way I gotta word my words right. So what I asked you was, I said, what's been going on in your world musically? Should I say?
All right. So I started rapping at hanging out with a group of friends, just making music in the room, right? So then it came to my mind, which when it came to my mind, I wanted to make music. And then that's when I just started from 9 years old to all the way to 16 years old making music. Finally getting places, you know, just staying on the grind.
Oh, okay. Well, that's ain't nothing wrong with that. How does people when people that know that you rap and stuff like that, how do they feel about that? Do they, you know what I'm saying, do they criticize you about it? Do they say that's something you shouldn't be doing, or do you just flow in your own lane?
I just flow in my own lane. Like people I used to mess with, I don't talk to much people anymore. I cut them off just to keep my grind going, just to keep the flow and everything else. I just cut a lot of people out. Like earlier, I was riding the bike on the sidewalk. A homeboy hooked me up talking about some collabing, so I said, "All right, bet, follow me and see I got you." And then I made a song earlier, and he wanted to collab, so I sent that bit to him. So he finna do what he got to do to it.
Okay, and what's the name of the song that y'all collabing on?
Uh, we didn't make this. Well, I ain't gonna name the song. Like I don't name the songs until like the person finish his part, and then I finish my part, and I listen to it and see what the topic was about, and I put that topic of the words in the song.
Oh, okay. So usually, about how long does it take you to make a song? Usually.
It don't take that long. Like I freestyle. I don't really write music, so I really just freestyle a lot. So that's all it does.
So tell me this: what's the difference between actual rapping and freestyling for people that don't know? Explain the two concepts between the two.
All right. So when you write your music, it's better writing it because you can like write what you're saying. But then when you freestyle, you just freestyle about anything that happens, like the things that have or the things that happen of the day and things like that. Write your music, you actually make sense and things like that.
Okay. When it comes to that, like, where does most of your songs come from a real place, or is it just stuff that you hear out on the streets and you just be like, oh, I'm gonna flow with that?
Yeah, it just comes about like rap about things that just come up to my mind, like if it comes up to like if it comes up to a person trying to do like a game bang or something, then that comes to my mind. I just like rap about it, and then I just go with the flow. and just keep it going.
Okay, okay. So now this is the question. This is the other question I wanted to know is where do you see yourself with this music career? You know, in the next 10 years, or do you see yourself going any further than that, or do you see yourself, having that stopping point where you're like, okay, I didn't did what I need to do. Now I'm moving on to the next task, whatever that task may be.
See, yeah, see, I want to move further because I've been doing this for like 10 years now. So for 10 years from now, I just want to keep grinding, do what I gotta do, and then become official, and then that's what I gotta do.
Okay, okay. Now switching gears for a second, with everything that's been going on in the world with this whole, Black Lives Matter situation, the whole COVID thing, and the whole shebang. I mean, what is your whole take and feedback on that? Like, how have you been, you know, have you been watching it? Have you been following it, or have you just really just been, in a sense, ignoring it and just, continuing to do your thing?
I'm not gonna say I've been ignoring it, but I've been just doing my own thing at the same time. Like I don't feel no type about Black Lives Matter, but at the same time, Black lives do matter because it wasn't the right for a white cop killing a black man for no reason, right? So I just stay on my grind, just doing what I do. That's not gonna affect me and nobody else. It shouldn't.
Right. Now, how do you feel about this protesting? Because you see, people out here that's protesting, that's, taking liberty into their own hands and vandalizing, shit and businesses and things of that nature. Now, do you necessarily agree with that, or do you feel like it should be handled in a much better way?
Yeah, it should be handled in a much better way. I don't think people should be out there protesting like that and causing a bigger scene than it is right now.
Okay. I'm also sure that you're aware of all these arrests that's been being made and things of that, people like that, what I'm saying, still getting targeted. How was it for you growing up? Did you ever experience any racism at all, or was you pretty much raised in an era where you didn't really have to necessarily worry about it, or your family didn't have to put you around in that kind of environment? It says you buffering again. It says you buffering real quick. I don't know if you can hear me, but it says you buffering. Yo, AB, type in those topics too, brother. We was talking about. But make sure you come back. Damn, it did kick him out. All right, so yeah, we just, what I'm saying, we just, going off the rip, what I'm saying. Usually this is a whole lot different from what I usually do. So, like I said, definitely make sure you guys are taking notes and all that good stuff. Make sure y'all are tapping into everything. What's going on, King Smooth, AB, Country Gal, what's good? So I can get them back in here. Shout out to the two people that's in here. I appreciate y'all for rocking with us tonight. You know what I mean? What's good, Gamer36 underscore 13 GG? Fat the Youngin, what's good, my boy? For those of y'all that's coming in, we just having a normal conversation right now, just talking about different topics that surrounds the world and shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I would bring you in, Gamer, but we talking to my boy official, YBNG real quick, getting his takes on different things and things like that. But so yeah, definitely make sure you guys tap in with us and shit like that. But bitch, I just bitch did not love him. But yeah, but oh, that's him. Okay, bet. Hold on. Send it again, Gamer. I ain't know if that was him or not. Send that back. Send that back. Oh, okay. So you got two
Yo, what's
profiles.
good, bro?
So you got two profiles.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, this is
okay.
my brother's one. I'm just using his shit, yeah.
All right. Now, what was what
But
was it?
yeah.
What was we talking about?
I think it was talking about Black Lives
Oh
Matter,
yeah.
about people protesting.
So about this whole, so I was asking, we was talking about the whole racism thing. Now I was asking, have you ever had to experience anything like that, or was you raised in an era where you didn't have to really experience that?
See, I was raised in Florida where there was barely any issues where I was at. I live in a small city, so I was raised up in the small city doing nothing, just sitting home, just doing what I gotta do, just making music and everything. So, so in my city, there wasn't much going on out here. So,
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what it is. That's what it is. So, you know. So now this is where I wanna tap into too. So when it comes to the lyrics that you put out, what is it about your songs and your lyrics that you really are wanting people to like gain from it? Is there any knowledge or wisdom behind your story that makes you wanna, what I'm saying, help people to grow within themselves, within your music?
the reason why I make music where I'm at because there's a lot of hate in where I'm at right now. So we got like we don't even got that much rappers out here where I'm at right now. So it's like people saying, "Oh, you're not gonna be able to make it in the future," but then in my mind, I see that I'm going to. So I just cut those people off and ignore them. So it's like I don't care what they got to say because their opinion is my future. Like it doesn't affect me.
Right. So now we got somebody that want to know, do you let your personal problems affect your music as well?
No, like see, if anything was to happen with my life, if I was to go get locked up, I'll be still locked up making music. Anything like like nothing will affect me to making music. Like I'll still be out there doing what I gotta do.
Okay. So now who would you say who would you say has had a big who would you say has had a big influence on you as growing up as a man? Like you have is it your family, your friends, or when it comes to music in general, who's had that influence on you?
I'm gonna shout out to my boy A25. He influenced me. Like I helped him get on music. Like as soon as I let him hear my music, like that's when he started making music. Like shout out to him. Like me and him made music. I go to his house and chill with him, make music and everything else. And that's when it just come together. And that's when I just did what I did.
You just tapped into it. Okay, that's what it is. Most definitely. Okay. So, so now I'm gonna once again switch gears. So I'm sure, what I'm saying, there, you follow a lot of, music, a lot of, entertainers, rappers, or whatever the case may be. But who would you say right now for you is maybe within your top? I want to say maybe your top four, your top five.
Like the most like the famous rappers.
Yeah, like right now,
All right,
who do you say, who would you think who would you say is really pushing it right now, pushing the envelope?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say G Herbo, Young and Ace,
Okay.
uh, NBA YoungBoy, and let's see the last one. I gotta get this. Uh, Definitely, most likely Kodak.
Okay. Now, out of those people that you named, like, what are the songs that they've created that you find yourself, usually vibing to, or saying vibing out, or grind, or should I say grinding to when it comes to, saying your everyday life? Like, what song really resonates with you, and what song basically describes you?
All right, so NBA YoungBoy, the song by Survivor. All right, so my whole life I had been Survivor. Like I've been put down, like so I had to bring myself up to be a survivor and things like that. And then Kodak, I bring pimping it easy, cause like most people out here like want to be pimps so bad, but then it comes to that when they want to, they get hurt, and it's not that easy out there in the streets and things like that. So, and then G Herbo, I got him with the shooter, and then Shooter by G Herbo. Like most people out here want to be in the street just shooting random people for no reason and
Right.
cause drama. So That and then Young and Ace. And what's the song about Young and Ace? Jay, you know a song about Young and Ace? I think. Yeah. Shit.
That song he made.
Jungle.
No, the fire song he made. He had it was like a fire shooting video.
But yeah, Step Harder. Yeah. Like, all right, so that song, Step Harder. I know that song. All right, so I'm gonna bring this to my grind. All right, so when I make music, I just be talking like I am right now, right? But in a better vocal. So after I do that, I listen to myself. Oh yeah, you can do better. So I'd be like, Step Harder, and then I just want to go in harder. Like it's just smooth, and then I go in there and edit what I got to do, and then it just comes out.
Okay. Now, going back, I want to piggyback for a second because, we spoke about the whole George Floyd situation. Now, when it comes to that, seeing how George Floyd was basically done and seeing how he was treated. Now, you got some people out here that say, that they would have, jumped in, but then they were afraid because they would have caught a charge or whatever. But I always look at it as, what if that was your relative? What if that was somebody that you care about, somebody that you love? Now, for you, would have just continued to sit back and watch that, or would you would have intervened and tried to, save his life if that was somebody that or if it was somebody that you rock with?
All right, so if it was one of my relatives, I would most definitely do something about it. But George Floyd could have done something about himself. He could have just got away from the situation. I'm not saying he was a bad guy because he got shot. But at the same time, if it was my people, I would have jumped in and did something about it. Even though if I would have got the charge or not, it's still my people. And like I shouldn't let my people take the risk of getting shot for no reason.
Okay, I definitely respect that. Definitely, that definitely shows, the maturity and the growth within you. So that's always, a very good thing to do. So, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the award shows, but we recently just had the BET Awards, just not too long ago, just this past Sunday, and there was a lot of artists that won awards and things like that. But for the culture that it is, how do you think the music has shaped itself? How do you feel like the music has shaped itself, or do you feel like the music is still yet evolving in any kind of way, or do you feel like it's all the same?
I feel like it's all the same because music gonna be here regardless. It's not gonna go anywhere. If rappers die, there's still gonna be more rappers. I don't think music is going anywhere.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. So when it comes to your spare time and your free time, other than music that you do, what other skills or talents that you have that you find yourself very skilled in that you like to do or that you like to pursue?
All right, so I got multiple reasons I'll do if I was on my free time. I'll go play games. I'll work out. I'll hang out with friends. I'll go play basketball and things like that. It's anything that I'll do if I get on my free time. I'll find anything to do instead of wasting my time to do nothing.
Okay. Now, before this whole COVID-19 situation popped off, did you have any goals or set plans that you had in motion that you wanted to do before this whole COVID-19? And if so, what were those things that you had planned that were lined up in position?
My plan was to take me and my homeboys that was gonna grow up with me to go to the music industry, to the studios, and just do what we gotta do.
Okay. Now, down there in your city, how's the music down there? How's the music flow down there? How are the people down there in your area? Like how good is the music really good down there, or it's okay, or people still advancing or growing in the music?
Like so every other day. All right, so I was the first rap. No, I was like the second rapper out here where I was at, right? And then that's when I went to school and everything. I seen more rappers coming into the city doing what they had to do, which I wasn't the issue, but at the same time there was more people and then there was more hating comments and more potentials like damn, what's the word? Like like the people that's out here right now, I mess with heavy. Like I see them, I talk to them, I do everything else. I try to make music with them, but then at the same time, I see I see them going out places where they could be going in the future. Like I see it.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this: and when it comes to the hip hop game, things of that nature, we got you have a lot of female rappers out here that's now coming up, stepping up to the plate, now coming into the picture. Do you feel like it's any competition between the females and the men still, or do you feel like it's a good thing that now females are now evolving and now coming into that arena where it's a male dominated field? How do you feel about the women taking over?
You was breaking up, bro. I couldn't hear you.
I said, how do you feel about the female artists in the game? Like, how do you feel about them being in a male-dominated world or in a male-dominated arena? Like, how do you feel about them coming up and spitting the bars and putting out songs and tracks? How do you feel about that?
I most definitely respect them. Like I see girls, most girls in my city right now, they can't do nothing with their life but do drugs. I see, like I really respect the girls that's out there and they like right there in the hip hop game right now, doing what they got to do.
Okay. Now, going back a little bit. Now, when you was growing up as a kid, how were you in school? Like, was you one of those kids that that was always good in school? Was you a little bad boy? Like, talk to us a little bit about how you grew up and how it was for you in school. Was you the good kid, the popular kid? Like, how was it? How was that flow growing up?
All right, so I was hanging out with some bad friends, and then at the same time I had good friends. Like the bad ones, they really, I'm not gonna say they're really that bad, but they did like everybody smoked marijuana. That's not nothing different. But
Mm-hmm.
and then at the same time, we go to the bathroom, make music, do what we gotta do, then go to class, and then and then at the end of the day, I tell my boys, y'all got to do better. Don't do it. Don't act up retarded. And then that's when, and then I was really popular in school. Like everybody knew me.
Okay, okay, nothing wrong with that. So let me ask you this. So what piece of advice have you gotten from somebody that's been the best advice that you've applied to your life that has really helped you shape yourself into the man that you are today?
Uh, all right. So when I make music, I see comments going up talking about something. Oh yeah, B9, you got a bright future that you gonna make it. So in my head, it's telling me to keep going, never stop my grind. So that's what I do. So that's what I do, and I never just stop. And then that's when I just keep going.
Okay, okay. Now, let me ask you this. How many now do you have any brothers or sisters that what I'm saying that rock with you, or they all grown, moved out? Like, how many brothers and sisters do you currently have right now?
I got 9 brothers and 3 sisters. Actually, 4 sisters.
Okay, okay. So how do they feel about you doing music? Like, do they, so do they fuck with? Are they still trying to, come
All
into
right.
it? Or
So earlier, I got one brother that song I Can't Breathe I made. He fucks with that one heavy. And then I got my boy Manny right beside me. And then like I told right when he walked in the door, bro, I told dude I made a song. You wanna hear it? He said, yeah, bro, let me hear it. I said, all right, you better fuck with it. He said, I got you. So then my other brother, when I make music, that nigga go there jamming with it. And then my sisters, they really haven't heard my music. Like they probably did hear it, and that's it. But then they said, yeah, you got it. And then my brothers and sisters come over here talking about something. Yeah, I can make music and with you and shit. And like it's just cool.
right? Okay. Now, what's your plan when it comes to the more content that you put out? What is your plan when it comes to putting out on all platforms? Are you gonna be putting your music out on all platforms, or are you just gonna just
You
keep
losing
it
connection,
at one
bro.
platform at a time and then just work? Can you hear me now? Hello, yo, can you hear me?
You there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
There you
Yo,
go, bro. You just better.
all
All right,
right,
bet you bet.
all right. So I was asking. Damn, I forgot what I was asking. Cause did you hear anything that I said?
No.
All
It
right,
keeps
so
on breaking up.
All right, so try. You said I keep breaking up. Can you hear me? You gotta leave it and come back. Hey, pop out, pop back in, bro.
No, you gotta leave the order thing.
Pop out and pop back in, fam. Yo. Yo. So I hope you guys have been enjoying tonight's episode. You know, 9. Hope you guys are learning a lot. Hope you guys are taking some notes. Like I said, the show ain't gonna be too much longer, but I hope you guys are really learning right now, getting some advice, taking writing down some tips. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we're gonna keep the show rolling. But like I said, definitely make sure you guys tap back in and let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. All right, bro. So hey, send the request, bro. Send the request real quick. All right, there you go. All right, we bet.
Yeah, what's good, bro?
All right, bet. So now that we bet, so now I want to tap into another topic. So are you more big on sports or are you more on cars? What's more of your speed?
I'm most likely like sports.
Okay, so who would you say is your favorite team? And who do you rock with in the sports arena?
I'm gonna rock with the basketball team, Golden Warriors. I'm gonna rock with what's his name?
Oh, let's try to play a
Shit, what's his name?
but I need to top her then more just top it.
What's his nigga name, bro? They got a whole new roster, bro. Damn. Jay, you know that one dude name on the Warriors? He just started this year on the Warriors. He came from the Brooklyn Nets. But yeah, I'm gonna just say Stephen Curry.
Okay. Shit. Most definitely shouts out to that man. You know what I'm saying? That man been doing his thing. So definitely shouts out to Curry. All right, so next thing now, now how do you feel about, and I don't know if you follow politics or not, but like how do you feel like this number 45, as I call him, how do you feel like he's really been handling this country? Do you think he's been doing a badass job, or do you feel like he really needs to like step up his game and really improve and do some shit better?
I think he should do more improve.
Because I'm doing something.
Okay. Now, what is it do you think that he needs to do to really get this country back on track?
Just practice more.
Okay. Now, when it comes to I want to tap into, you know what I'm saying, are you a big movie head or no? Okay, what about TV shows? Or let me rephrase. Are you big in TV at all or no?
Yeah. I watch a little bit of TV.
Okay, now do you have any favorite shows that that catches your attention that you like to stay locked into, or?
All right, so this might bring it off topic a little bit. So
a lot of people.
So the other day, me and the family and the parents just sat down and watched the movie Backdraft 2. You heard of that movie?
I haven't.
Well, it was basically about kids going trick or treating on Halloween, and then these kids walked up to a door. A backdraft is like they put like something on the door. Too much pressure behind the door, and then once they try to open the door just blew up right there in the kid's face and blew the kid's back, and that's when the kids died. And this movie is called Backdraft 2.
Backdraft.
I haven't watched the first one, but I've seen the second one.
The door killed him.
Okay. Now, now, do you like now? My next thing I want to know now, how do you feel about these businesses and places and shopping areas that's been shut down? How do you feel about that? Do you feel like they're doing the right thing by shutting down? Do you feel like they need to be back open? Like, how does that affect your day to day life and your day to day routine? Does that affect you in any kind of way that everything is closed down, or do you feel like it's just a matter of time before stuff get back open?
I most definitely respect that they should open back up because that's spreading the community further apart, should I say. And and when people want food, there's no food to go shopping for. So what's the other choice for them to do?
Right, right. Big facts. Shouts out to my boy 257 De Niro in the bit, aka HMV was good. All right, so now when it comes to financial situations, how do you feel that as it relates to people out here that may be losing money, that's not making no money? Do you feel like it's enough money out here? Do you feel like there's another way that money can be made and really spent in the right place?
All right, so to the people that's losing money, I respect that they should save the money that they get, and then the people that's making money, it really shouldn't bother me because it's their money and they can spend it how they want. But at the same time, if there's no food, I would save money, wait for the stores to open to go get food.
Okay. Now, let me ask you this. Now, do you now once you now I'm sure once you get much older, do you ever plan on like having your own business or trying to own your own business or your own company, or do you rather just figure out step by step?
I really feel step by step.
Okay. Okay. Now, what's the one song that you create that you can really say for yourself that you really fuck with the most?
I can breathe.
I can't breathe. Okay. Now talk to us a little bit. How did you come up with that song and that title? Like, what was the backstory behind I Can't Breathe?
I'm gonna just say like, all right, so I started writing a little bit pieces about how the feelings in my body changed over time. So once I did that, the feelings hit, and then I just started with the flow, and then I just started writing more and more and more, and then that's when I finally said, okay, this is enough for me to do a hook and then do my verse. So that's when I just did what I did.
Okay. Okay. Now, question. And it's off topic real quick, but what's your sign? What's your sign?
What song?
I said your sign, like your zodiac sign.
Was month were you born?
September. Let's see.
Yeah, I want to ask that if you can get
I would
vitamin
say
C.
September. So I would say September. I would say September is what?
19th.
Oh, boy.
No, I'm saying like, is it you? Are you a Taurus, a Sagittarius, a Capricorn? A Aries? What I'm saying, a Leo? What I'm saying, which one of those are you?
Shit, I forgot. September.
A Virgo.
A Virgo.
Okay. Now, do you find do you find that you have any issues with other signs that's not compatible to you, or you pretty much get along with everybody?
I get along with everybody unless, listen, this is how I rock. I'll rock with anybody in the world that like if somebody needs help on the streets, I'm gonna be there to help them if I can. Like, and then the people out there don't act hard, I'm gonna leave them alone until they come to my area with the bull crap. And then that's when it's just gonna start. And then if they don't stop, then I'm gonna do something about it. Then that's when the situation is just gonna cut out.
Okay. Okay. I definitely, so I definitely can feel you on that. Definitely feel you on that. Now, my last thing I wanna know is when it comes to going back a little bit to the music scene. There's been so many songs past and present that have come out that still to this day that snap and that rock. But what was that song growing up for you that really was like your go-to song in the that got you going on an everyday basis?
Like after I made that song, like I was really thinking that after I made that song, bro, in my mind I thought that was a hit, to be for real. And I wanted somebody to
Okay.
collab. And after that, but then at the same time, I realized that song was too good to collab with somebody that's that I don't know, and that you know what I'm trying to say. Like like a rookie at making music. So I wouldn't put nobody on a good song to mess up a good song to turn it into a bad song.
Okay. Okay. Now, I know I said funny, but I want to know this. So if you was to get $1 million right now, what's the first thing you're gonna do with that $1 million?
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Did you hear me?
47,000 dollars.
You breaking up, bro.
I said if somebody was to give you $1 million, what would you do with that $1 million?
I would definitely help. That $1 million, I'll be helping people that needs it.
Okay. Now, do you ever find yourself? Do you ever see yourself in the next 10 years wanting to donate to charity, or do you rather just you take that money and use it for that's what's gonna help you build and grow?
You was breaking up, bro. Repeat.
I said, now with that same $1 million, would you want to take that and put it aside mainly for just yourself and your family, or would you rather donate it to charity to where people can be helpful with that money?
I'll donate it to charity.
Okay, okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. Well, all right, what I'm saying? That does it for that does it for the daily talk with your boy Huncho. So is there anything that you want to tell the people, anything that you want to let us know before we wrap this thing on up?
All right, y'all. Make sure y'all go vote with the SoundCloud OfficialB9, the audio man OfficialB9, YouTube OfficialB9, and make sure y'all comment and share and do what y'all got to stream. Please and thank y'all.
Most definitely. Well, bro, we appreciate you for chopping it up with us on episode 72. This has been the Independent Scene with your boy Honcho J. Boy, take care of yourself. Stay safe out there. Stay positive. You know what I'm saying? And definitely, like I said, can't wait to have you again on the show. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Take it easy.
You too, bro.
All right, bet.
All right. And there you have it, guys. Episode 72 of the Independent Scene with your boy, Honcho J. Shouts out to my man, Official Young 9, for coming through and rocking with us on tonight's episode. It was dope. It was lit. Hope you guys took some notes. Hope you guys learned a lot. And with that being said, make sure you guys stay tuned in tomorrow because I got another episode tomorrow. So until then, as I always say, stay safe, stay blessed. And as I close out every single broadcast, I always close out by saying peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Once again, peace and blessings. This is your boy, honchojay23, on episode 72 of the Independent Scene. And I'm out.